can never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the brother in black, the one, the only man they call Derek.
Yo.
We are here to provide you with a review of AEW Dynamite, but we are also going to get into some New Japan things that are happening on that side of the wrestling landscape. So big shows to come up. We got some stuff happening with Wrestle Dynasty happening on January 5th in the Tokyo Dome. Listen, I got fooled on a Dave Meltzer Tokyo Dome tweet myself almost here. I was like, oh, if Dave said it, he must know something. And then I had to retract immediately.
Good old Dave.
Wrestle Dynasty is going to feature CMLL, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Stardom Talent. Definitely looking cool. So pretty hyped for what is coming up when it comes to that event. If you guys haven't, do me a favor, share the link around. Let some folks know that we are live and we are here. We are happening. We are the best AEW Dynamite review that you guys can get each and every week. Keep it a buck for you guys. Let's get into some of our shout outs here. We got Clown 13420 says, evening, everyone. Hope everyone is safe and sound. All safe over here, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out to Clown. We have Matt Lopez. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone had a good Wednesday. And he said, spray. Cactus was good. XGW Brethren says, I missed AEW tonight. Was it good, family? I enjoyed it. Yeah. I didn't mind AEW tonight.
No, it was good. It was definitely good. Is it the best? No.
I mean,
but it was good.
How often are we going to get the best show now after 5 years? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll just keep that moving.
Cactus, we were a little late. Yo, listen, I might move the time to 10:15 every week because Dynamite listen, at first it used to go off at 10, then it's been 10:05, now it's like 10:10, so
yeah, they've been pushing the envelope.
Right. Yeah, I see Matt saying wrestling gave you an escape. That is true, my brother. Sir Quills in the house. What up, Conrad, Chat, Derek? Your boy Sir Quills is back to join my two favorite bros, brother Conrad, brother Derek, for another dope AEW review. Hashtag EPW, hashtag Trash Dookie, hashtag Doodoo Butter. Look at that. Full Gear is looking stacked. That is true, Matt. 100%. XG Dub, what's good? What's good? Easy E's in the house. Yo, check out my man E. He does have a YouTube channel if you like wrestling video games. So get on in there, check it out. Speaking of wrestling video games, WWE announced for Q4. Interesting. So it makes sense now. They delayed that DLC because the next game ain't happening for a little bit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Rob said, so you're telling me Callis didn't add injury time onto the back end of that contract? You know, sometimes they slip through the cracks. Sometimes it's only 30 days.
Right.
New Japan this Friday, Fighting Spirit Unleashed. Definitely, if you guys want to get it on Triller TV. I don't think they're showing it on the New Japan World app, so Triller TV might be your best bet if you want to watch that show. I'll be watching. I got it. I heard Kenny got jumped. I heard saying. Lafayette, Indiana, Robert Brown in the house, in the building, said, what's happening, y'all? What's good, Robert?
What up?
Man, I don't know what JBL is doing, showing up everywhere. Yeah, redacted, but needs to strengthen its alliances, especially with WWE ID scheme. They're going to probably have to come up with their own type of AEW ID scheme, because if you want to compete, they're forcing you to do things that they would do. I know it's like, well, then don't do it, but
easier said than done.
Yeah. Alliances have been formed, so you need to just be careful. Once again, do us a favor, hit the like button, comment in the comment section, share the video, and leave us a comment after. Put your favorite emoji in the chat. Let me know why it's your favorite emoji or why it makes you laugh. Tell me something or say something about AEW if you want. Don't bother me. Got a good lineup tonight here for Dynamite. They were in Manchester, New Hampshire, at the SNHU Arena. What is that? Is that like the Southern New Hampshire University, the online school?
Yeah.
See, I know a little bit about it. Crowd was in the building tonight. New Hampshire. I hope they enjoyed the show. Let's get into it. Oh, also, don't forget, they were going head-to-head tonight. And shout out to our good friends over here at Wrestling News. They just gave us a follow on Blue Sky. If you guys are on Blue Sky, at EPW Show on Blue Sky, look me up, man. Look me up. I don't know how long I can take the days of X. Social media driving me crazy, bro. They're showing you stuff that they want you to react to. I can't do it. I can't.
Definitely good for doing it, though.
I hope all the ECW legends have fun at the NXT 2300 show tonight. Which one are you watching? Obviously, we watched Dynamite tonight because that's what we've been doing the reviews on, and that's what we do. We open up tonight's show, Derek, with the Hurt Syndicate.
What is good, Hurt Syndicate?
Bobby Lashley wearing the classic fruit roll-up suit. I'm talking about the one used to take the snack in 1993.
Right when you're pulling it out, sound like you're ripping paper to get apart.
I don't even know if that was food, bro.
Bro, I don't even know if it was a snack.
Yo, big shout out to the theme, too, for the Hurt Syndicate. Done by Westside Gunn. I'm give him his props because he's from Buffalo. Also, we got Dizza on the track, and then MVP, who had to let Mikey Ruckus know you forgot to give me my my props that I was on this track as well, man. So good for them. I'm happy, man, to see them over here. Oh, yeah. I like the Hurt Business.
Yes, the Hurt Business was good elsewhere. But I felt like they were not drastically, but definitely felt like they were underutilized. Hopefully over here they will be used accordingly like they should be.
Yeah, I thought they came out looking sharp. They did their thing, man. It was just nice to see somebody coming out. They weren't dancing, acting a fool. Right. And it's different with Swerve because Swerve's main event. I know someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what about Nana?" But that's fine. That's what got Nana over. Do your thing, bro. Right. You're the manager. Right. But these guys came out and it's just a different presentation, and I like it. It works for them. Yeah. Shelton, serious. Lashley, serious. MVP, braggadocious. Let him do all the talking, bro. Like it works. Yeah, Cactus is in full agreement with you. Hope they get used properly. I think they will. Speaking of getting used properly, look at that suit. Look at that Slim Jim jerky. Bobby Lashley is all elite. My man coming in. Look like he got the Matrix glasses on there. Right. Morpheus. Listen.
Red pill, blue pill.
Take them both.
Take them.
Yeah, I liked what they did here. So they came out. MVP basically runs down their credentials, who they are, and then Swerve comes out with Nana, and he has a chain. Whose house?
Swerve's house.
That voice cracked right there, boy.
Swerve's house.
He had the chain. He was ready, and all he said was, "Bobby Lashley, full gear." I say you do it.
Yeah, you have to. Oh God, man, that
Full Gear's looking like a good show. Ooh. On the low. I'm not even gonna front.
Not at all.
We'll be running through that card in a little bit here, but Swerve Strickland, they're doing their thing, man. I'm really happy with it.
Oh yeah, they're definitely stacking the cards. No pun intended. Man. This is going to be really good.
I need Shelton Benjamin to super kick someone again. I kind of missed that this week. That super kick is elite, bro. Taking out anybody, security guards. Cacao, sit down.
You get caught with that super kick. Like there are super kicks, and then there's super kick. Like him and
Shawn Michaels.
Those two with those super kicks, bro. God.
Bucks may have the best double team super kick,
yes.
but ain't nobody beating Shawn Michaels, and then Shelton Benjamin's up there too. Adam Cole's up there too. Let me give him that too.
He is.
He got a really good one on Ricochet back in the NXT days, bro. When Ricochet did that flip, I'll never. Cow, sit down.
Yeah, that was fire. I would say it is Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin. I think Shelton Benjamin is more like up close. And then I kind of like bury you with the kick. Shawn Michaels is like finesse, but like still got a lot of power behind it.
Ain't no stopping me now. I love it. I'm looking forward to their matches and seeing what they do. I know Shelton mentioned wanting to be a world heavyweight champion. He could be Ring of Honor world champ.
He could.
I think he could be a champion in AEW. He is. The opportunity is there if you let him succeed. So keep putting him in the ring and letting him do his thing. T Ferg says, "What's good, fellas? Didn't watch the show. I'll listen to your review. We got you, brother. We got you. That's what we're here for." So Lashley and Swerve is basically confirmed for Full Gear. We get highlights then of what's been going on with Orange Cassidy, John Moxley this past week, showing the stuff with Yuta from Collision. There is threading layers, as BJ and Derek would say on the show. So if you're not watching Collision, you might miss a small piece of something as to, well, why did that happen? Why is this going on? I just told Derek something about the acclaim that happened on Collision. If you didn't watch Collision, you'd be like, what? This is a surprise.
Right.
It's not to me, though. So make sure you're watching Collision and getting your stuff in. Nah, take the Bucks and Cole out of there. No participation trophies. Why you being mean to Cole? I like Cole. Adam Cole, I'll say this. Adam Cole is one of the nicest wrestlers ever. He is a very nice man. I will say that. I said something one time that was totally wrong, and Adam Cole smiled in my face and was like, yep. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the compliments. It shook my hand. And I was just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that to him. Like, in hindsight, unless what I heard was true. But well, more on that another time. Maybe when we do a Q&A, you guys want to ask about that. But very, very nice man. The Bucks, I don't think I really ever spoke to them too much. So
whoever really gets the chance to, though.
Not many do, but I happened to have the chance, and then I was like, I better not. I was like, I'll let them be peaceful. There were times to do it and times not to do it. I'll say that. Let's get into the opening match. The new team, they finally got their Titantron. So the Death Riders ride out now. They are no longer the BCC. So if someone's calling them that, you better correct their ass.
Right.
They are now the Death Riders. Claudio Castagnoli and Pac versus Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin tonight. Darby didn't have the pink coat. I was a little sad, but I also realized the spot in the beginning of the match of Darby jumping off the top of the stage area would have been ruined if there's this big ass pink coat flying off the top of the stage area. Like, who didn't see that?
True. But I don't know. I think you still could have pulled it off, though. Maybe like it would have had to have been like a very last second, like I can't like sneak up and move forward. Like I gotta be like jump, pounce.
Yeah, he would have had to have done the knock or something. Like when I knock on this board, you come. Yeah, you just start running. Let's see here. Swole only said Full Gear. Oh no, how do I know it's not happening without 18 minutes of exposition? Gotta chill, E. Gotta chill. So the Death Riders basically manhandled these guys early on. I know Darby and Orange got the early jump on them, but then Claudio Castagnoli is such a beast. Yeah. When we talk about people in this company who are better, like I'm already ready to like add Shelton Benjamin to that, but Claudio Castagnoli for sure. I think Pac's presented better over here. And like I said, to me, there's a few others like Christian even way better over here. Like, if it works, it works. Ricochet even.
Yeah, Ricochet has been presented.
Well, especially compared to main roster Ricochet. Like, they didn't give him enough.
No, they didn't. But now they're like you said, they're being presented way better than they were.
Mess Claudio's insanely incredible. Yeah, the dude's fake, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. They did some good dives on the outside. Everything was going well until Marina Shafir just came in and Bryce Remsburg, Derek's favorite ref, got knocked out, bro.
Yo, Bryce hit that full. No, he hit the ropes and then hit the floor hard as heck.
Me and Derek have fears for Bryce's hip one day, bro, because Bryce be going down for them counts hard on the hip,
dude. Oh, the way he folds it up under his body. Ooh.
But we always notice his counts though. Bryce is up there though for like favorite referees in AEW. Yeah. It's him, Stephon Smith. What's my other guy? Paul Turner.
Yep.
Yeah, great referees, man. I enjoy them. Well, I shouldn't say all the time. Sometimes they, you always catch the ref where it's like, I know you saw that, but right. I enjoy their work and what they do. And when you need that like crazy moment, I love like when he refereed the Revolution match. I know the infamous barbed wire match where it didn't go off right, but when they did that match, I love that he was in the suit, like he was some toxic scientist. I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah, no, but we do have some good, really good refs. But Bryce is my guy.
Well, Bryce took a bump here, and then Moxley and the homies just basically put a beat down. So nobody really gets a loss here. Probably the Death Riders do, but why would they care? They're outlaws.
Right. Yeah.
And things are going good. Darby's getting on a good wave. He's jumping around, hitting people with skateboards, and then, Claudio caught this dude with a European uppercut on the outside. He's like, sit your little ass down and stop messing with me right now. And the beating continued until the conglomeration, excuse me, I don't know if I said that wrong or what, came out wrong. It didn't feel right. The conglomeration came out. They make the save. I like that. Guess what, everybody? To all the people who are, oh no, why is Top Flight in the Dark Order here? Stop bitching. Please. Stop bitching. Dude, you have to beat people up. And guess who's getting sacrificed? You're getting TV time. You got to be the one sacrificed. I don't understand the complaining about resetting stuff. You complain about stuff not being good. So then they're like, all right, let's reset. Oh no, this is taking far too long. But you want the stuff reset. I don't get it. I don't. Sometimes I just want, if y'all get a chance to, like, just ask people, what do you want? What would make you interested in this again? Because you're acting like nothing will.
Right. Sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles and what's important, what's not. And if you can't really do that, then I don't think you really should have to say.
See, he said it. I heard TK gave up on his new toy when Ricochet was on Collision once. Oh no, not being on the other shows. Like, those shows aren't good enough. They don't put anything good on them. Like, what? Don't fall into these traps that people try to set for you. That's the whole. If it's not Raw or SmackDown, it's bad. Like, don't do that.
Don't fall for it, because it's just nothing but spoon-fed trash dookie.
Afterwards, we go right into another match here. We have Derek's favorite, the Learning Tree.
Can't stand the Learning
Tree. Versus the Conglomeration. This was a trios match, fight without honor. So you know what this means. No notes, because this match was insane. People going through tables, weapons, everything being used, everything in between here. People are going through tables, like I said, laid out everywhere. Chris Jericho in this match ends up getting pinned by Tomohiro Ishii.
Yes.
I think that qualifies my man for a title shot.
It does.
I think Ishii needs another title run. He was Ring of Honor television champion, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I think it's time for Tony Khan just to sign this, brother.
Yeah.
Just take it from New Japan, bro.
Yeah, just do it. Come on.
It's time.
We're not saying that you can't go back and wrestle for them, but you might as well get signed over here.
Will said the Learning Tree equals cringe.
Cringe, and it's not even cringe worthy. It's just cringe.
Matt Lopez says Ishii versus Jericho at Final Battle. I could see this even getting on Full Gear or Ring of Honor TV. I don't know. Rumor has it Ring of Honor might end up on True TV. They're rebranding it like a sports package. Ring of Honor will be fine. If you get 100,000, 200,000 views, that's a dub.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they will. Because Ring of Honor was loved so much. So I think they can garnish that love right back.
Matt says Ishii was ROH TV champion. He deserves a world title run. Let me tell you this. You will never find bigger Ishii fans than me and Rob. Those matches with Kenny Omega are just straight fire, dude. Like, go back and watch those. Tomohiro versus Chris Jericho for the ROH world title. Let's set it up. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. So yeah, it looks like they're making a story out of this. Mark Briscoe's still fighting for his brother's honor. Where is this going? And I still want to see Big Bill turn on Chris Jericho. In the beef and broccolis. In the beef and broccolis. Gotta do it. Just saying.
You know what? In the beef and brocs is definitely it's a must at this point.
It's gotta happen. Big
Bill.
It's a must. Big Bill, listen to your boy. I need y'all to start tweeting Big Bill. When you turn on Chris Jericho, please do it in the beef and broccolis. We'll know. I just want someone to zoom in on the Tims when it happens.
Then how are we gonna care about the match? We're like, hey, we need to find these beef brocks. Hold on. There we go. All right, now we can finish.
E said, use that max money. Sign Ishii, please, Tony.
Something. So some people need to be signed right away.
Nah, I mean, listen, he's doing fine in New Japan, but they're going to like younger folks, and I think he could be a staple in Ring of Honor. He could be someone where the people could learn from. More on New Japan at the end of this show, so stick around if you're a New Japan fan. We get John Moxley. He tells Orange Cassidy that Wheeler Yuta owes him nothing. He tells everyone to start taking things seriously. That's the shortened version of it.
Basically.
And then we jump to Adam Cole, Malakai Black. Now, there was an update. Yo, what's good, D-Money? Appreciate you, family.
Yo.
The Beef and Brock energy versus Black Air Force energy. It's all the same, brother. All the same.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows someone with the crushed Black Forces and the Beef and Brocks.
The Beef and Brocks and the crushed Blacks.
Yo, so this match, Derek, a little bit to say about this. And I don't know if anyone's seen if there's an update. I might even try to look into this real quick while we're talking. How do I want to put this, man? This match had a different type of vibe, if I may say so. There was Adam Cole's currently on this journey. He's got to get 3 wins. He's already got 1. This is match 2. He beat Buddy Matthews. Now he's going up against Malakai. And hold on here. Let me see here.
Uh-oh.
The word backstage, and this is from Fightful Select, Wrestle Purist just put this up. The word backstage in AEW in recent months was that they believe Malakai's Black would be done with AEW towards the end of 2024 or early 2025. However, that hasn't been confirmed. Well, running through this match, it was a good match. It was solid. I saw some people were saying they didn't like it. I was running back and forth during parts of this match, so I didn't get to see a little chunk of it. But, Derek, what did you think of the ending? Malakai was beaten down so badly he couldn't get up. Then he gets caught in the back of the head. Boom. Lowers the boom on him. And he basically told Cole to lower the boom on him.
Yes.
Cole beats him. He gets up, and Cole kind of gives him his respect, and the fans give him a standing ovation.
Yeah. I think if, I mean, and I hope it's not true, but if it is, I think people know that Malakai has ran through his contract and has done what he possibly could. And has been appreciated since day one.
Let me ask you this. You remember when he came in with Cody, lights went out, spin kicked iron, Mike went flying. how do you feel about Malakai's run in totality? Could he have been used better? I'll say yeah, personally, but
yeah, I agree with that. I definitely feel like he could have been used a lot better. I think the group as a whole could have been used a lot better. But I think also, with that being said, storytelling was kind of lackluster in the beginning for them.
I think they needed what's the word I'm looking for here? They needed, sorry, I'm retweeting Matt Lopez and XG Dub. They needed that secondary show for Andrade, Malakai, and I think it just came kind of late.
Yeah. Everything that they have done, I have appreciated. I hope they can stay together, but if they don't and Malakai's out, I will be following. But I do hope they kind of stay together.
Yeah. I'll save my thoughts for Clash. Clash the podcast live every Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time with my co-host Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. We got some specials coming up on his channel. That'll be in the live chat here in about 5 seconds. So Quills brings up a good point. First, let me get back to, and thank you, E answered it the exact same way I was. Can Brian Keith return back to the Bounty Hunter? I'm tired of him being with Jericho, basically.
Yeah.
He's getting more play with Jericho, though. Like, it is benefiting him because he wouldn't be on television as much if Jericho's got him on TV.
Right, yeah.
So it works. But Quills brings up another astute point here. Adam Cole finally got his lick back, getting the W over Malakai, avenging his loss to him when he was Aleister Black in NXT.
Okay.
I mean, Derek, it was weird. We did think Buddy Matthews was leaving, and he didn't.
Right, yeah.
It was like, oh, he's going with Rhea and blah, blah, blah. No, he stayed. There's more opportunity here. Yo, Triple H never really liked some of these people. Like, you got to look at it like Malakai / Aleister, that's different. I know that was a big Triple H guy, but is he going to come back and be in the main event picture?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Maybe not on a grand scale.
I mean, but he's focused on Braun Breaker and other people. So are you going to bring him back to put him above them? Are people going to be into it? I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I wouldn't be upset either way, but
no. I definitely feel like if you bring back, Malakai Black and Buddy Matthews, I think it'd be well received. But the utilization may not be there, not to the point where we think it should be.
I could definitely see him mixing it up in that card, but I could see him being a main eventer too if you wanted him to be. But time will tell. We don't know if he's going, leaving. I'm not exactly sure what's happening with it. Shout out to Hubs in the chat, brothers, gentlemen, brother Conrad, my guy Derek. Respect to both of you. Hello, chat. Support AEW. AEW is good for wrestling.
My guy Hubs.
Hubs, I can appreciate that, what you're saying there, my brother. Just put your link up above, too, by the way. Gonna be on speed with Andrade. Woo. Ooh. Yeah. And Quills agrees with what E and I were both saying with it. Not mad at it. Shout out to Quills, too, for his good point, though, about getting the lick back. 100% true. Moving forward here, Cole gave him his respect. He also did mention this, too. He said Tony Khan told him that if he gets the 3 wins, he's in the match. And if Roddy gets the 3 wins, he's in the match, and it becomes a triple threat. MJF was not happy about this, and he made a phone call to someone and said, I need this taken care of.
Exactly.
Next up, let's get into that Full Gear. Private Party are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. And Private Party. It is announced that November 7th, which is tomorrow, the Outrunners will take on Top Flight. Winner gets into the 4-way contender series for Full Gear. Yo, can I say this? And y'all better suggest this stuff to Tony Khan when I say this. I think Tony Khan needs to take the 4-way dance, 3-way dance, and to make them different than the triple threat matches in WWE, let people eat pinfalls in them.
Yeah.
Have them be elimination style. I don't think it hurts anybody.
No, I don't think it does either. What is it really going to hurt if you do it that way?
You could always mix it up, give people, the hope spot, whatever. It gives you more options to tell a story, and I think it'll make it more unique. Like, we get winners over here. You get desired results because they have been up in their DQs a lot lately.
They have.
It's more than it was previously.
They have, and I get it because that's been a major gripe with a lot of people. So I understand, but now you also have to acknowledge the fact that they have been changing it.
Yes. T-Ferg says Malakai was wanted in AEW. He goes to WWE and feuded with Cody. Brody King should be a main eventer as well. I think Brody King could stay back and do something with that.
I think so too.
Let me see. Thanks, man. I know the learn tree was whack, but for him, it's better than catering. I'm sure Jericho is dropping gems. I agree with Derek. Example, I love guys on NXT, but I know when they get to the main roster, they will turn to doo-doo juice. So I fear someone over here in AEW going back to WWE. Will they be good? It depends. There's Cody, and then there's other guys whose names I won't say to not be disrespectful, but some people don't always get the greatest run. Meant to say wasted in AEW. Let me see. Malakai was wasted in AEW. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he could have been used better. I'll say that. I don't think he was like the worst treated person of all time, but
no.
I love that TK called this tour. Yes, we're going to get into that next. So let's go back to this. So the Outrunners, Top Flight tomorrow. Then in Bridgeport, Connecticut next week, we got FTR versus House of Black. That should be a certified banger.
Yes.
Albany, New York, November 14th. La Faction Innombrables versus The Acclaimed. Now, real quick, story time. All those winners will face Private Party in a four-way. I was telling Derek, Collision. And for those who don't watch Collision, The Acclaimed cut a promo, and Max Caster talks about his jacket. He's like, I'm the best wrestler alive. That's what it says on my jacket. He was like, I got all kinds of stuff in here. And he pulls stuff out of his pocket, and then the MVP card came out. And Bowens was like, why do you still have that? He was like, even MVP thinks I'm one of the best wrestlers. You're starting to see little cracks forming in The Acclaimed.
Right. You know what? We've had The Acclaimed working well with each other for so long. I don't necessarily want to see them break up, but then again, a little dissension between the two.
I think they should break them up.
Think so? Okay.
I think you could do it if you wanted to. I think Bowens is strong enough, and I don't know if that means Bowens and Billy team up for a little bit. I don't know what you do with it, but if Bowens doesn't want to be with Max as a team anymore,
right?
Do it. Go for it. Because remember what I said, Young Bucks, FTR, The Acclaimed are the top 3 tag teams in this division. Here's the issue. None of them can be the tag team champs anymore. I think we've overdone it with them, so you can't do it. I think FTR should turn heel then. Yep. So that's my prediction for each of the results. The Bucks are probably going to try and join back up with Kenny. I don't know how they do this or pull this off. Then you have The Acclaim break up and FTR turn heel on the Outrunners. And then all 3 are doing something different. But that's what's needed for all of them.
I like that idea.
E said a group of guys got fired in 2020 and were re-signed. How are most of them doing right now? Max Caster heel solo run is going to be good in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Let me see here. I love that TK called this tour November to Remember. So Tony Khan, I don't know how he did this, but so tonight, like I said, NXT was in the ECW arena. He found a way to get the rights to the name November to Remember.
Nice.
This is a pay-per-view if you haven't seen one yet. So this Thursday, like it's just going through all of it. And right before Thanksgiving, oh, I can't wait for that day. Ooh-wee. Looking forward to some I might have to cut one of my Stone Cold promos here. Looking forward to some turkey. What? Some stuffing. What? Dressing.
What?
Little gravy.
What?
Pumpkin pie.
What?
Sweet potato pie.
What?
Peach cobbler.
What?
Someone's sweet, fine ass mashed potatoes.
What?
Belching.
What?
A little ginger ale.
What?
A couple ginger ale Steve Weisers.
What?
I hate when you start doing the Stone Cold, you can just go off the rails with it. And it makes sense.
You can run that forever.
Run it.
What?
But yeah, that November to Remember name, that is either Levels of Petty or Tony Khan's a Genius. I don't know which one it is. A little bit of A and B.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Might be Derek's next shirt right there. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Them WWE ECW November to Remember shows where dog water, garbage, juice, and just plain boring and bad. I don't think WWE ever used the name November to Remember, did they?
Let's look it up.
I am 99% sure that they never used them. More on that momentarily. So we talked about the 4-way. We got Adam Page and Jay White, bro. Page went after Jay White's leg. He got it trapped in there into the guardrail. He was about to get ready to take it out, and then Juice Robinson makes a save. Juicy, my boy. And Juice ends up grabbing the chair. Jay gets on the mic and says that he'll defeat Hangman. He said he might even be the first one to make him tap out. Switchblade. No, but that's not WWE. That's ECW.
Yeah, so WWE never had it.
WWE never used that name, but they took. I don't remember. Oh, maybe you're thinking December to Dismember.
Yeah.
Don't ever bring that show. That's a bad show. It's a bad show in total. Christian Cage is out next. He has a face-off, or excuse me, I said a face-off, face-to-face. You ever seen that movie with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage? I heard they're doing a remake to this. How you doing a remake to Face Off? Anybody? I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Is it a remake though, or is it like part 2?
Part 2.
Yeah.
But they're still doing it again, and I'm like, how? But I'll wait. I'll reserve my rights before I say anything. By the way, another show y'all should watch, Penguin on Max. Just putting it out there. Nah, Derek, don't front. You ain't watched Jack Diddley. I had to cut him off because he looked like he was about to say something. You ain't watched Jack Diddley. Derek's one of them weirdos who waits until the whole show comes out so he can binge watch it.
What can I say?
Binger. Don't binge watch. Christian and Hook face to face. Christian is a savage in this. He welcomes Kip to the patriarchy and explains why he did what he did to Taz. He said some unsavory things about Hook's father. Christian said that he wishes Taz was someone hit the Undertaker music. Like, Christian, bro, you bugging, bro.
And the delivery every single time when he says something like that, on point.
Yeah, E definitely just co-signed on December to Dismember. Yeah, them joints he said I meant. Yeah, those were bad. The remake to Face Off is Face On. Face Off is doing a part 2. The 2 leads returning. I don't know how. Yeah, the Penguin is fire. I agree. No, I agree with Derek. Hashtag binge boys. I had already waiting week after week. I wait as well. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. I know shows get spoiled for y'all. Y'all just be scrolling through social media. I know, spoiler.
I stay away from anything that will.
Bro, they pop up on like the For You, like you know how like Facebook like put. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Yeah. Stop that nonsense, bro. Stop listening.
Hook puts Mother Wayne in the red room. I'm kidding. That did not happen. Hook takes out all the security that Christian had ringside and does his thing. I like it though. Hook versus Christian, W.
Yes, and Christian is the right person to get him further.
And Hook got rid of the FTW title. Like let's talk about W's. Got rid of the FTW title. Put Hook in a feud with Christian. Gave him something meaningful to do. Hook should be winning championships. Yeah. There's time for that. Relax. Like chill out. It'll be fine. I like what they did here.
Yeah. He is in the right position right now. He is in the right position, in the right match with the right person. Christian will help elevate him to the fullest.
E says security was masked up. WWE ID program, they poaching. Yo, chill, E. You gotta chill. Yo. After this, we get a video package for Brian Cage and Lance Archer. I don't know how I kind of like the team though. I want them to get on the same page with each other.
Yeah.
But now I feel like Brian Cage should have the mohawk and it would make more sense. But instead, we're in this weird, like, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But these two should just be two brute forces that are just going to beat everybody and, do what they're going to do. They're basically the modern day skyscrapers.
Yes. Watching them can be really good if they do what they should be doing.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, they're doing like a power bomb choke slam combo.
Right. I mean, honestly,
it's something you're missing in the tag division. Like, who are your two big dudes who just destroy? Now it's
no. Honestly, sometimes you have to get away from all the big gimmicks of, all right, we got to have a tag team finisher. Sometimes it's just get in there and just effing bulldog everybody.
Look at what Matt Lopez said. Archer and Cage, I feel they're going to end Private Party's run. If not, heel FTR. Could be. Could go to the Outrunners too. Outrunners are over, as they say. Going back to it, Don Callis gets a message from MJF. Hey, bud. He says, I need you to take them out, and inside the package, he said, here's an envelope full of money. Guy plays the message on the phone like a voice memo, and he says, here's half the money now. Take care of my little problem, baby. And he gives him the Dynamite diamond ring.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of ring wearing going on this week in wrestling. Lots of rings.
Just the rings.
Next up, we got Penelope Ford and Jamie Hayter, two of the lovely ladies of AEW. Penelope Ford looked really good in this match. I thought her springboard back elbow looked really good. I know I saw some fans were not happy with the amount of time this got. I'm not going to breathe down their necks about time because we did get a segment with Statlander and Mercedes as well. I'm going to insert that into here. Camille tried to hit Statlander with the car. Mercedes said, "What are you doing?" Right. Yells at her. Breakup coming soon, I think.
Right.
And eventually Statlander took out Camille's arm. Mercedes got thrown and her titles got thrown. And that match has been set up for the pay-per-view. More on that later, but that got taken care of. Jamie Hayter wins with the Haterade. It was really good. Solid work by Penelope. And it looks like they're trying to get Jamie Hayter back in the mix. Like I said, get me to Jamie Hayter and Mercedes. I don't get, once again, why people are bitching about what Jamie Hayter's doing when they are trying to build her back up slowly and then build to a bigger match.
Right.
Isn't this what people wanted? Isn't this what people asked for? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, am I crazy or is it?
No. Sometimes you can't please a beggar and a chooser at the same time.
You know? Tomorrow's episode of ROH will have Shibata versus the Butcher.
Shibata.
Can we get the Butcher some dubs?
Please.
Mina is coming back, and she's coming back next week.
Nice.
Notice the black and white in there. I wonder if someone else may be coming with. We're getting to that point. Okada is talking about the AEW Continental Classic tournament, and he is one tournament win away from, I don't know if it's tying or breaking Masahiro Chono's record for G1 tournament wins and everything else. So Okada is ready, but they're building up the hype now for the Continental Classic that's coming up. He says he's the best tournament wrestler ever.
Dude, tournament wrestling can be fire if you do it correctly. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but it's true though. It is very, very true. If you do it correctly, it can be done beautifully.
Rob says this is horribly executed. I gotta know what everyone hates though about Mercedes. Like, I feel like I don't hate Mercedes as hard as everyone else does. Like, I don't see the difference with Sasha Banks and Mercedes that much. Is it you just realized it now, or is it she's really like? Is it too much mic? Like, I don't know. I guess I'm asking people who don't like Mercedes. Like, what is it? Fix Mercedes then. Like, what's the issue? What should she be like Sasha Banks more or what? Matt Lopez says Okada said, "Who is Chono?" Disrespect. Disrespect.
I
Are you a Mercedes fan?
I am a Mercedes fan. I can't for the life of me at times where I believe people think that she's not good. I think she struggles with her promos at times. Not all the time, but at times. But you have to acknowledge the fact of how good she is as a wrestler.
Yeah, like I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for the matches she's been putting on.
She gets a lot of negativity for when she speaks.
Yeah, I don't know.
And honestly, I get it though, because if you're not delivering, we'll use rap battle terms, punchline after punchline, at times it's gonna miss with the fans.
Yo, but doesn't this also show then how bad like NXT are different? No, and criticism and hate, but Rob, I'm referring back to why do people hate Mercedes though? Like that's what I'm trying to understand. What is the issues with Mercedes? Like how do we fix Mercedes then at this point? Is it just if she's not talking, is it all better then? Or is it there's something wrong with the character? Even though I feel like here's the thing. I'm going to use this word. I hate this word, by the way. Aura. I saw like Sasha Banks's aura over Mercedes. And what's the difference, Rob? Like, I'm asking you, I guess, for your take then on that. Or even the whole chat. Like, what's the difference between Mercedes Moné and Sasha Banks? And if you think Mercedes Moné can be better, how do we make Mercedes Moné better? I'm looking for solutions, is what I'm asking for.
Yeah. Please give us the ideas that you think of.
Let's see here. Matt says, I'm a Mercedes fan. I felt she was totally miscast when she debuted as a babyface. She should have been heel from the start. Tough, though, because you're in her hometown. She was definitely going to get cheered the night one. So you would have had to have done a quick heel turn. But once again, it shows they listen to the fans. Like, they ain't feeling this. Let's turn her heel.
Yeah, I agree. Like, they got to start listening more to us. So we can make it better.
The promo wasn't good does not equal I hate Mercedes. Y'all defenders are way too sensitive. Well, no. Here's what I'm asking. She didn't cut a promo, though. She said like a line tonight. She didn't say anything else other than that. So once again, I'm going to come back to what I'm saying. What would improve Mercedes Moné in your opinion? Like I'm asking everybody. What would make Mercedes Moné better? Honestly. Because you're not going to magically just become like, I cut promos really well now. Unless you give them the mic.
Right, yeah.
Like, you have to cut the promos in front of people.
You have to, because if you don't cut the promos in front of people, it's not smooth. You could be very, very rocky with it.
Right, like, here's what I'm saying. Like, you suck. Take the mic away. Okay, well, I'll never get better at this.
Right.
Or is giving her a manager going to end all the issues then with Mercedes?
I would say no, because I think she's so used to having the mic in her hand when she needs to put it in her hand. I think taking that away from her, that might do some damage, because she has been trying to improve with her delivery, and it's getting there.
I think the division has improved overall as a whole. Too.
Yeah, absolutely. The division has improved tremendously, but I will say she is. Can you say king or queen?
Queen.
All right, let's. She's when she's on point, man. She can be queen of that division.
And
just think about it, bro.
But think about this. If she wanted to, she could have came in and said, I'm going to be the women's champion. And I'm pretty sure they would have been like, okay, sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're a big name and we want you. So yeah, sure. But instead, she's in and she's the TBS champion, which I think allows someone else to be elevated. Meanwhile, she's elevated as well.
Right. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think, in my opinion, and chat, you can either agree or disagree. I just think, in my opinion, when she delivers her promos, I think she makes them too playful.
So let's look at what Matt says. I feel like I might look up some promos with you after this. I just want to listen to Sasha Banks promos and see, like, are they the same? To me, Mercedes is the same as she was in WWE. Only difference is her name. T-Ferg says AEW women's division seems like an afterthought most of the time. Is it me, or does Mercedes just look as tall as Camille? Sorry, but Camille doesn't come off as a big, bad bodyguard. Yeah, I don't know. That's how Camille's got to have that presence. Then I don't know who could show her that. You got to come off menacing. Watch Wardlow with MJF. Maybe that's probably been the best like bodyguard. Pair up.
Either that or you get them.
I disagree with T-Ferg though about the women's division. I think the women's division was the best part there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, by far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. E says Monet got to hand out turkeys to appease these people like Nino Brown. Was alive during the Divas era, my dude. That was an afterthought. AEW constantly gives you bangers and hardcore women match bangers. Let's see. I say lean into her delusions that she's a bigger star than she is and turn up the sinister heel persona. She could be cutting deep into her opponents, but she's giving off high school mean girl. Yeah, I think one of the problems, Rob, and this is going to sound crazy to say, I think it's the NXT shizzy. So what do I mean by that? They're like the first class of NXT, the 4 horsewomen. I'm trying to think of who else was around. Sami Zayn, some of those folks. Now, some of them you either had the promo skills or you didn't, but they all went through that same class. And to me, you could rank the 4 horsewomen all differently. Who's the weakest promo? I would honestly say it's Mercedes as well. But Mercedes also excels at other things that the others don't. Like I said, all-around performer, Bayley's probably the best. Best talker, Becky Lynch.
Yep.
Best in-ring performer, that's where we get Rocky, because I'm going to give it to Mercedes over Charlotte. That's just me, preference-wise. Like, that's what I believe. But Charlotte has the pedigree. She has the look, the superstar.
She has the style.
I look like I belong at WrestleMania. Look at my big coat and entrance and everything that I do.
Yeah, she has the style that proves that she should be where she is.
Right. He said HBK, Diesel, Triple H, China. Yeah. And she just has to come out there, and I think you got to just show off, like, I'm bigger than Mercedes. This is what I do. Right. Boom. And you got to have her do it. But they're already, like, going to the breakup thing. So maybe they don't get along. Like, that's another thing people have to consider. Maybe these two folks don't get along, and Mercedes like, yeah, this ain't working for me.
Right. But I don't know, bro. Like I just think sometimes everything clicks sometimes. And then when it doesn't click, you have to separate yourself from not from the situation, but separate yourself so that you can polish the situation.
And that's what I'm talking about too. Me and Hubs talked about this, and Monet spent most of her career in that WWE style of promo, which is a hindrance. This is why I don't want just WWE. I know y'all think like, man, Conrad's up here bugging.
No,
he doesn't. I can't stand if there's just one company. I do not like the WWE just being by themselves again. And when fans wish like death upon AEW, I'm like instantly against you, like automatically. Like, no, I don't want that. I don't want just one video game for wrestling companies. I don't want just one wrestling company. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with 3-hour Raw, 3-hour SmackDown 2 and NXT. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want it. I want variety. I want choice when it comes to pro wrestling. And I wish more fans would be accepting of the other choices, but you like what you like. You're going to do what you're going to do. But I would encourage people to check out other things. That's all I can ask, you know?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people are creatures of habit, and that is what they're used to. So it's going to be hard to break them out of that. Although I do believe sometimes you have to break out of that for something better.
Right. Let's see. I agree with Conrad. We need more than one company. Variety and competition is needed, especially in the games. Absolutely.
It is. Like, if you don't have competition, what are you doing? You just...
Well, and Rob, I don't know if this is for me. When in doubt, blame WWE. But if WWE's system is so good... What happened here?
Right.
I thought you guys had the best of the best doing promos down there. or were the promos never that good? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm asking.
Honestly, like I think at times it can be proven that they weren't that good because of the performances that went on.
I feel like we're getting into a good conversation here, and I know we got the main event to talk about, which I'm going to get to because I don't want to disrespect the main event. But T Ferg says, I think AEW has a talented women's roster. I think I'm more disappointed with the lack of matches and time on screen. Here's the thing. There's 3 divisions. Someone's going to suffer. You can't say push Hook,
right?
Push Ricochet. I need more Konosuke Takeshita. I need this. I need that. But then I don't want it on Collision. I don't want this. I don't want that. Like, I don't know. I listened to a lot of it and I'm just like, all right, well then go buy so-and-so's t-shirt. Y'all remember that's how y'all did it for Zack Ryder? I'm pretty sure TK is going to push him if they see like, yo, Crazy Surgeon's sales. People are cheering for so-and-so at the arenas. Like, if you like someone, go for it.
Right.
Show them who you like, man.
Right. And it's not a bad idea. It's something that you believe in. So why not support yourself in that decision?
Right. Going back to it, let's get to the main event. It was the international champion Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus Ricochet and a mystery partner. Ricochet got me here because I could have swore it was going to be Will Ospreay, the mystery partner, and instead he announces to someone whose contract expired with the Don Callis family. We hear it's Powerhouse. We get into all of this, and first we find out Konosuke Takeshita Adam Cole is going to happen next week on Dynamite. Death Riders, it's announced they're going to defend their trios titles against the Conglomeration. Ricochet gets the win for his team here with like the Hidden Blade. Post-match afterwards, Mark Davis comes out to make a save. Brian Cage and Lance Archer beat Mark Davis' ass in this thing. He gets beat down. Adam Cole gets into it with Konosuke to promote the big match for next week. And Adam Cole is cut off by him. Will Ospreay comes out and the baby faces put a beat down on the homie Kyle Fletcher, but he's able to escape at the last second. Main event, well done. I wasn't too upset with it. We didn't end a week where John Moxley had to put a beating on the homie. Like, you know what I mean? Like where it was Moxley ending the show. So I was okay with it. It was something different.
Yeah, it was definitely different. You have to take what you can get. Sometimes you need something to outweigh the next thing. And the way that this happens tonight, I can't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was fine here. I thought it was going to be Mark Davis when Fightful put up him being cleared to wrestle. Yeah, I didn't think Mark Davis would have been enough heat, though. For this to be in the main event, I was like, I thought it was going to be Trent Beretta was my other one. I was like, he is friends with Chuck, and maybe it's Trent. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs. I forgot about him.
It would have been nice to see Trent.
Yeah. Says, when was TK teacher a promo? Oh, here we go. There. Shout out to Freddie Prinze Jr. Let's see. You guys are going back and forth with that. Like I said, overall tonight, Dynamite, I thought it was fine. Like me and Derek said, it's not like the Lord, best episode ever. It was cool.
It was
cool. I don't really care. I'm not looking forward to the ratings discussion tomorrow because everyone's going to act like Nielsen matters still. It doesn't. So let's see here. I'm going to go into Collision first. So don't forget, you got Collision, Outrunners, Top Flight, 4-way contender series happening. You also have Nick Wayne versus AR Fox. And I mentioned that Trios Championship match earlier. So reasons to watch and check out Collision on Saturday night. Let's get into what happened real quick with New Japan. Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Kingdom 19, 2-day show. He's going to be challenged by Shota Umino. I really need Shooter to get into it with Moxley. I want Shooter to come out differently from this. I know he's like the hated babyface right now. Let him turn. I'm asking for it. Like, I want a new personality out of him, and he turns into John Moxley Jr., joins the cause, the Death Riders. Let him do it. Let him become evil. I don't know. I got really into New Japan this week. Like, I was feeling it.
No, it would be awesome if they did that. It would be awesome. to have those two meet each other up in the ring and do their thing.
You gonna watch New Japan with us for once? You gonna stay up till 2 a.m.? That's when it starts. You gotta make it till 7 a.m., bro. You'll be all right. Why don't you watch it after? Why don't you just when you get home from work, you can sit down and enjoy it.
I think if I get into that realm, I'm definitely gonna need some coffee.
IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. We got Tsuji taking on David Finlay. So that's their version of like the Intercontinental title that's now called the Global Championship.
Yeah.
Another looking pretty fire though with David Finlay. That's Fit Finlay's son, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yep, David Finlay.
Fit Finlay.
He's the leader of Bullet Club.
Nice.
Sonata just joined Bullet Club War Dogs, by the way.
Nice. Even though it's probably filled with like 35,000 people.
Yo, not even that, but Ricochet showed up in New Japan, beating down Zack Sabre Jr., and the challenge has been made. Special singles match at Wrestle Dynasty, Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr. I'm here for it, folks.
Let's go.
I'm here for it. If Derek don't watch Wrestle Kingdom, all he can eat is the 4th steak, egg, and cheese. Let him know. Let him know.
Oh, don't do me like that.
Let him know, E. It's time. Going to what is this called? Per Sports Video Group, AEW will soon be getting a revamped production trucks in use. Mike Mansouri said next year Allin Texas pay-per-view production could include 20 to 25 cameras of all shapes and sizes and functionalities. Mansouri and his team determined that they will determine what they can implement to make the stadium show as big as possible. This will be the biggest test in terms of overall robust show. Anything to improve the show, cool. Like, I really don't have a lot to say. I saw people like complaining about this, and some people are like, but I'm okay with it. You know,
why do we complain? If we get what we're supposed to get, why do we care?
Good wrestling, right? A good show. AEW presents their DC and AEW stuff. I think they just released a hoodie with this. I like the comic book sketches. I'm just putting this up just to show what's going on in the world of AEW. Full Gear real quick, guys. We're going to run down this, and then we're going to end this show. Don't forget, for 0 Hour, we got Big Boom AJ taking on QT Marshall. This should be like a Costco street fight or something. They should just sponsor it. Hit him with the dog, Dad. Hit him with the dog.
You'll get the 5-pound Dijon mustard. Him.
Just... Why would you have 5-pound mustard?
Bro.
This is a sick individual. Somebody report this man.
Listen, you'd be surprised, bro. A lot of people love their mustard, dude.
Yo, chill. This 2-day dome show is on the week as Wrestle Dynasty will be midnight East Coast time. Let's go. Can Turner broadcast at 4K? Are they still on the mothership, Daddy? I don't know. I think they got to have 4K at this point, I would assume. AEW and DC put Batman in the game. Do it. Going back to it, we also had the announcement of Hangman Jay White. Looking forward to that rematch. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. Cool. That should be a good TBS championship match. And we got Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy. And we mentioned the tag title situation. So we've got some championship matches coming up. I wonder if the C2 will kick off at Full Gear or maybe the show after it, but things to be on the lookout for.
Absolutely.
Smack QT in the face with a tub of mayo. Chill. If I was TK and QT don't make AJ look good, I'm putting him on waivers. Whoa. Come on now, E. Calm it down.
It's a little excessive, E.
Little excessive. But listen, for myself and the man they call Derek, we are going to be out for this episode of our AEW Dynamite review, keeping it nice and light for y'all. I know usually sometimes we go longer, sometimes we don't, but we're going to be out for this episode. We will be back next week to review another episode of Dynamite as we are on the road to Full Gear. We will see you all on the next one.